Okie dokie. Gosh, my computer is so slow. All right, so let's clear this. 9, 5x. 81 minus 25 is equal to x.
But C is always the hypotenuse, isn't it?
Right. So that side is C.
Okay. A squared plus B squared equals C squared.
So this squared plus that squared is equal to that squared. So
Oh.
You got to bring the 25 over, don't you, to solve for that. So subtract that.
18, 60, 61, 54. No way, 50, 56. There you go.
Is there a perfect square in there?
No. Yes. No. Yes. Oh, did I hit pop? Holy cow. 14. Okay.
Right?
Alright.
Let's take the square root of 4. You get 2.
I think what happened was I just forgot the square roots and everything. I just went a squared plus b squared equals c squared. That must be my answer. Would make sense completely. Why I messed everything up.
All right. I'm going to make you redo these. All right, so.
All right, sounds good.
Next question.
What is the length of AB? I don't know. What is the length of F?
Wow, these are really easy. I'm going to have to go to harder ones.
Is this a quiz? Was it answer choices? Am I wrong? Square root of 52. What is square root? Hold on. Well, it's not square root of 20, so it has to be that one. It must be the square root of 52.
Gosh, all these are pretty easy. Go ahead.
Okay. What are the answer choices? Square root of 58. Square root of 41. I'm getting, okay, I'm getting back into it, guys.
Oh, those were the easy ones.
Getting excited there for a minute.
I don't need to review the answers. I want to go to the next skill level, so just take me to the next skill level.
Try to review your answers and just like speed through them.
Maybe Exodus practice.
Maybe. But Khan Academy be helpful to you today? No. Then let me go to the next practice.
Where are the right triangle ones?
I do not. Is it just me or some of them darker than the others?
Because you answered more of them correctly than others?
Oh, cool. I'm assuming the one that there's less of, I answered more correctly.
The one that there's less, the darker it is, the better you did in a particular
Okay, just
subject.
explain when there's less dark. I would just go back and review your answers and just speed through them right quick.
Is the topic not there now?
That was easy. I won't let you go back and look. I tried to review them today before I came. The wrong ones I got, and it wouldn't let me look at them. It's being mean.
The topic shouldn't be gone. I'm just missing it.
What was it called?
Right triangle word problems. There it is. I'm just missing it. Yeah, there you go.
Okay, cool. Oh my.
Opposite adjacent.
B. That was process of elimination. I actually didn't really know what I did. I just looked through them with
What side of the triangle's at?
that's the adjacent. So I was
What side is that?
hypotenuse.
What has hypotenuse and adjacent in it? What trig function?
Cosine. That's what I did. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, cool. Did you have to solve it or anything?
It's asking you to set it up.
Okay. So that's what I did. So I'm happy I got it right. Dude, I have no idea where to start on this.
What size of the triangle do you have?
We have opposite and adjacent.
So what trig function is that?
tangent.
So how many degrees is it then? How do you do that?
11 degrees.
I think that's what it's trying to tell you. Let's see if that works out.
I don't really know exactly what they're...
So you take... We're finding the angle, so do I use the trig function or the inverse trig function if I'm finding the angle?
Finding angle inverse, right?
Mm-hmm. Of opposite over adjacent. So it's 11 degrees.
Oh, is that... These are too easy. They're deceptively easy. So that's 11.
So it's rounded to the nearest tenth.
Okay. So you have opposite and adjacent again.
So you do the math this time.
Yep. Space group and space group.
What are you doing? Just use trig.
Oh, okay. Tangent. That work. Yeah, okay.
I meant to do that.
What's going on? Look how it sensitive, that's cool. Oh, whoops. Whoa, okay.
What are you doing?
There we go, there we go. Just, weird that it has contact with it. Opposite over adjacent, so...
Read the question carefully before you mess it up.
I gotta convert feet to miles. Or miles to feet. Same old, same old. Oh my god.
What exactly are you doing?
What? Stop.
What are you doing?
Don't know, man.
Explain to me what you're trying to do.
Tangent.
In word.
Tangent of opposite over adjacent.
For what?
This triangle. Right, because this is, opposite, that's adjacent. So, and this is 6 miles. So 6 times 5, 280.
Are you trying to find an angle, or what are you trying to do?
A side.
Okay, just use Pythagorean theorem because you're about to mess that up. You got to find the angle first, which is tangent inverse of 14,000 divided by that number you just had. That gives you the angle, and then you have to multiply. You have to take that angle and multiply it by the sine or the cosine in order to get the hypotenuse. So just use Pythagorean theorem. Is that the right number? I thought it was 31,000.
Yeah, that's it. 31,800. God.
Oh my God, you're killing me.
You're killing me, Small. Oh my God. Dude, this is so weird.
Second.
Yeah.
Squared. Don't you have a calculator like this?
I do. It's just some full weird.
Second answer. Second.
Mine just
Why did you move that thing over? You're killing me.
I
Oh my god.
This is an old model. I have the silver one.
Oh my god.
You just go up and click enter.
You're driving me nuts.
Okay.
Round it to the nearest mile. Got it?
Yeah.
Get it? Good. I'll just type it in.
Oh my god, what did I do? Oh, I forgot to convert back to miles. I put it in feet. Oh my
god. Oh well. Next.
I put this special. Oh, I did that.
Just use the mouse. You're driving me nuts with that. The mouse is right there.
Sweet. The power button, yep. $5 miles. You gotta figure out like shorter compared to his usual route. 1.1 mile. That. Hypotenuse and adjacent. So, yeah. Wait. So, no, it just goes in. Oops.
Write out SOHCAHTOA. Write out the letters for SOHCAHTOA.
Cosine.
What trig function is that?
Cosine.
What sides of the triangle do you have?
Hypotenuse and adjacent.
Where's the adjacent side supposed to be?
Isn't this the adjacent side and that's the opposite? Because it's an opposite. Am I looking at it funny?
You can imagine that that little piece is an eye, right? And the eye is always observing. This is the observed side or opposite.
Oh, okay.
It's always across, like that's an eye looking at that side. The adjacent side means right next to.
Okay, so it was sine. Alright.
Oh my god.
Well, that is right next to that side.
No, it's not.
Either one can be right next to it, too.
It's not next to the angle. Where's the angle? Put your thing. What two sides make up that angle?
Okay, it's about the angle. I'm thinking, like, in relation to that. What did I just do?
You just turned on Cody somehow.
Okay. Oh my.
Hundredth of a radian, not a degree.
I have no idea what the radian is. I've never even learned about radians in my life. What is a radian? It's not that you go in the mode, you know, like, radian. Just to change the calculator to that. Oh, I'll do it again. No, you can't do it again.
Yes, you can do it that way because it'll put it into radians directly.
Yeah. The only thing I know from radians is how to push on the calculator. Oh, wait, yeah, that's it. .8? No, it's 0.75.
0.75.
That's it? Okay. Nice radians. Must be radian, okay. What is a radian? Just for, like, future reference. So if it's talking about the angle, you use SOHCAHTOA. If you're finding the hypotenuse, you use Pythagorean theorem, right?
You can use trig for either thing, but yeah.
Okay.
They give you two sides, then you can use Pythagorean theorem. Okay, so what is the equation for a circle? The circumference of a circle?
Diameter equals pi r squared, right?
So the circumference is equal to 2 pi r, right?
Yeah.
So if this is 1, then the circumference is what?
2 pi 1.
It's 2 pi times 1.
6 point...
2 pi. It's just 2 pi.
2 pi, okay.
So how many degrees does 2 pi represent?
1 degree.
How many degrees inside of a circle? How many degrees inside of a circle?
2. 1.
360 degrees in a circle.
Okay.
Did you not know that?
No, I know it's 360 degrees in a circle. I'm just not...
So that's 360 degrees. This is radians, and that is degrees.
Okay.
So pi is equal to how many degrees?
360 degrees. Wait, what?
How do you solve this equation for pi?
180 degrees?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, 2. Okay.
So pi radians is equal to 180 degrees. So that's how you convert from one to the other. So if I have, let's say, 200 and I'm going to do a nice even number. So let's say I have 225 degrees and I want to convert it to radians. So I can make this a form of 1. So pi over 180 is equal to 1. Do you see how I got that?
Yeah.
So now if I want to convert to radians, all radian measures have pi in it. So I just take the degrees and I multiply it by pi over 180. And then I start reducing. Because I don't want to use this pi, I just want to keep the pi there.
Okay.
Okay? So, what number goes into both of those?
5.
Okay, so reduce that by 5.
55. Wait, no, hold up, I did that wrong. No, 45.
Reduce that by 5.
37. No, wait, because it's 30. Yeah. Wait, no, 30. 36. I was so far.
What number goes into both of those two numbers? 3.
3.
So divide that by 3. Actually, let's just do it 9. 9 goes into both of those numbers, so divide both of those by 9.
Okay. The bottom one's 4. Top one is 5.
So that's how many radians that amount of degrees is.
Okay.
And you would just leave it like that. So if you did that in your calculator, if you took 5 times pi and divided by 4, you would get that decimal number that you got before.
Oh, okay. That's it?
That's it.
Oh.
Radians has in terms of pi, degrees is in terms of 180. So you can convert from one to the other.
So it's based on 1 being the radian and then 360 being degrees?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
based on pi being equal to 180 degrees.
Half the circle. Got it.
Half of the circle. So that's where the radians comes from. When you take trig next year, your teacher might not explain it to you that way, so just remember that, because they're going to do it in math class and it's going to be even more confusing. All you have to do is remember that pi is equal to 180 degrees.
Are they teaching me trig and pre-calc?
Yes, they will be.
Okay.
Because you haven't had trig yet, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go here. Are they going to make you do it over again because you missed a question?
Hope not.
They might.
Review your answers. Maybe you can't go out until you review your answers. You can't do anything. Oh, wait a minute. No, wait. Is it? No. Is it for refresh it?
This is why this thing is locking up.
OMG.jpg. Best name ever. Right there.
Next level up.
Cool. Alright, I think I'm ready now. Let me get that mouse. Yeah. Horizontal. I mean, how about using opposite? So
Close that.
Close it. Is that it?
Yeah, close it.
They made this thing so realistic. You have to hit the on button to turn on your on-screen calculator. Feet.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. What do I write? A little note. We have just plug them all in, fam. We got that. That's an extra 6 right there. That's 6 in there. 17 to 6. Dang.
Rookie mistake. Whenever you have a complicated picture, you always break it down into smaller problems. How many right triangles do you have drawn in that picture?
1.
No.
What?
There are 2 right triangles drawn in that picture. Redraw each right triangle separately. You don't see it?
I got 1 here. That's not 1. There's 1 there too. Is that it? I mean, what counts as the right triangle?
Here's my overall picture.
Yeah.
I'm exaggerating this.
I see 1 in like.
This is 6, and that's 17, right?
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to separate them into 2 separate right triangles. Here's my first right triangle. How many degrees is there?
17.
How long is this side?
145. Oh, I see the second one. Okay.
What side do I need to find?
The opposite.
Here's my other right triangle. How many degrees there?
6.
What's this side?
145.
What side am I looking for?
The adjacent.
The opposite. Well, I'll put opposite there.
Oh.
If I want to know the total height of this triangle, what do I do to this number and this number?
Add them.
Add them. So you got to do it as two separate problems. What trig function am I going to use for this one?
You have the
Remember, this is a right angle and that is a right angle.
You're going to use looking for opposites. So
What side do you have?
you have what's my brain? Adjacent and opposite.
What trig function do you use?
Use down. Adjacent, opposite, tangent.
So now that I've done the question for you, you should be able to finish it.
Yes.
Deja vu.
Imagine and go into our community and act like cowboys and take our lives. That's what I think the root is. But you know, I'm sure you have a different perspective on it.
I think I will always say and always will say, until we build better relationships, you understand me, I understand you. Because think about this. If you move the clergy to the side and you move all the politicians to the side who's standing in front of these people and the clergy standing in front of these people, and let me and that young man on the corner who has the conflict or has...
Why don't you write the math question out before you try to stick it in your calculator so you know what the heck you're doing?
Yeah.
Write it all the way out. Tangent of 17 is equal to what over what? Did you even know you were supposed to do that?
No, you put the angle in there. I was confused on how I was still getting the. Because you can't put x into the calculator.
The tangent of 17 is equal to what over what?
Could you graph this?
No. The tangent of 17 is equal to what over what? Why are you trying to make stuff more complicated than what it is?
140. X over 145.
Right. Now solve for x. That's what you should be putting in your calculator.
Got it.
Just the way you wrote it. So clear that. Just the way you wrote it. Clear that. 145 tangent 17. Just the way you wrote it. So you don't mess it up.
Then you have opposite and adjacent here. So change. The tangent of 6.
You got to redo that because you still have it in radians. That's why you got the wrong number. Change the mode back to degrees.
That would make sense. So there's a derivative.
Redo that again. So that number was way too big. There you go.
There we go. Is that an accurate representation of how you feel when you teach me? What do I do now?
Nothing. Keep on going.
Okay.
Now just look at your multiple choice and figure out what the right answer is. You can probably...
Yeah. 15 and 44. 15, 9. Say round it.
60. Did you not round all the way up? What's 3 plus 2?
5. I just like, yeah.
Wow. Next.
59.5 round 16. It's just an option. We can like, maybe Gabe doesn't want to do the height. Rob doesn't. No normal person would do the math to know that they're crop dusters. Alright. Looks scary, but I got this. Now 0 seconds. It's gone for 5 seconds. Ready.
Why are you going to do that? You didn't do any math. How do you even know that's right? What'd you do?
This has been going for 5 seconds, right?
Uh-huh.
And if it's going 205 feet per second.
And what line is that they just told you? That's not the height. That's that line. Where is that line in the triangle?
This is this line?
Uh-huh. Where's that line in the triangle?
The,
Yeah, that's the what side of the triangle?
Adjacent.
And what side are you looking for?
The opposite.
So what do you have to do to the number that you were just about to click and say was right?
Cosine it.
What two sides of the triangle do you have?
Hypotenuse and
Do you know the hypotenuse?
no.
No.
We don't have, well, we don't know. We have an H. Okay, so opposite and adjacent.
And what trig function is that?
That is tangent. Okay.
Oh, Lord Jesus. Just think a little bit. Just a little. Just a little bit, man.
It's hard, man.
It's not that hard. It's really not. You just want to jump into stuff all willy-nilly.
Why the tough cliff?
Oh, boy.
I should know this, but I'm gonna do it anyways.
You ain't gonna know that.
I'm lazy.
Oh, you should know that, yeah.
Yeah. Lazy bones, okay. Oh my god. Please stop.
And it asks you for an estimate of the most reasonable answer. So scan the answers and see which ones are up there. Please read the full question to make sure that
Answer
you're...
to their own trigonometric function. It's a spoon up I could talk about, I guess. Got you, fam. Right. So we got the opposite and adjacent.
You should be able to do that question without using the Pythagorean theorem.
Should I?
Yes.
Really?
Right, draw the right triangle that's there
Okay.
and label the sides.
Whoops.
What number do those two sides have in common?
5.
So, do you remember the technique that I gave you to do that question?
It's there. Is it like?
Did you write down those numbers that I gave you? Did you write them all down?
We have them on the video. I didn't have a notebook last time. Remember? Try to write them down again. Probably good. But I'll go to your video and write them down. Let me do it, and then I can tell you the rule.
What number do they have in common?
5.
So what are you supposed to do with that number?
Multiply by 3.
That's your multiple. You write that number in the middle of your triangle. Now divide the other two sides by that number. What number are you missing? 3, 4, and 5. So what do you do with that 5 and the 5 that's in the middle of your triangle?
Add them.
It's a multiple,
25.
right? So that side is 25. So how long would the spoon be?
It says 5 centimeters past the rim.
So how long?
30.
30.
Okay.
Would be the answer.
So you find a multiple. Right triangle. Divide the sides. I'm missing. Multiply by multiple. Alright.
You can answer it. Might as well keep on going. These are the harder ones. Another special triangle. You shouldn't have to use trig or the Pythagorean theorem. It's another special triangle. What triangle do you have there?
Right.
What kind of right triangle?
30, 60, 90.
Mm-hmm. So how are you going to find the other side? There was a
There was a rule. Hold on.
There was a rule. There was a pattern.
Hold on. I don't remember the pattern. I'll write it down though.
Oh God, it's a bad triangle.
It's okay. I understand. It's a triangle.
How are you supposed to do a right triangle?
Make a right triangle? It's got a right triangle button there. Looks like.
There we go. And now let's not fill it. There we go. Alright, so this is 30. This is 60. That's 90. And the pattern is x root 3, 2x. And so in our right triangle, this side was 1.5. So how am I going to use that in order to find that
So
side?
that's x root of 3. So x is 1.5.
Nope.
Wait.
What two sides are equal? If I were to circle the two sides that are equal, what's that two
This one
sides?
and this one.
This one and what other side?
X root 3. Sorry for whacking your screen.
So then I have to do this math question if you can't remember the pattern. How do I solve for x?
Oh, cube the.
Nope. I just divide this here.
Oh, okay. It's coming back to me. So,
Now how do I get rid of the square root? What do I have to do?
cube it. Isn't that the.
You multiply the top and divide them by the square root of 3.
Okay.
So that square root goes away down there, so it's 3 down here. That's 1.5 root 3. Does that divide into that?
Yes.
How many times?
2.
0.5 times.
Oh.
Because that's 15
Yeah.
and that's 3.
Yeah.
So that's your answer. So if you can remember to take this number and divide it by 3, you'll get this answer.
Okay.
Divide the number by 3 and then put root 3 next to it. That's all you have to do. That's what the pattern says. That's when you're given the 60 side.
Okay.
So that's your homework, and I want you to do the quadratic ones too.
Okay. I'll do this.
Just exit practice. Don't click. Look at the videos. The videos will be posted up there.
Count my notebook.